Hey, welcome to the show. I hope the video is working. We are using a new piece of software tonight. We are using Restream, and now we have chat on the screen so we can see you as we go along. So hello to Aaron, hello to Robin, hello to Wes, hello to Andrea, who will be joining us shortly. And yeah, we've now got chat on the screen so you can see what's going on with everything. Yeah, I've been using that music for a while. And I just, started putting the title on it. So the audio is good, the video is good, that's good. We had a glitch earlier. I actually had to restart some stuff to get everything to work. But yeah, we've got this up and running, and we're actually broadcasting to 2 YouTube channels tonight, and we're broadcasting to 2 Facebook pages tonight, and we've got a Twitch stream out there. No, I didn't write this song. This piece of music is called At the Shore, and it came with the video editor that I use, and that's where it came from. So anyway, we're going to talk tonight about all things political on Freedom Speech and You. We're going to take your topics as always. We thought that we would probably talk about January 6th committee, whether there's going to be an effect because of the prosecution of Trump by Georgia and New York. And so we wanted your opinion on that. So yeah, but mostly tonight we're just unveiling the new way of doing this show. So you should all be able to see chat if you have the screen big enough that you can see that. So hopefully you can all see that on the screen. You might have to rotate your screen, but you should be able to see chat within chat as well. So and Andrea just sent me a direct message saying the chat is a little bit laggy. So yeah, probably takes time for the chat to go through. So just kind of wonder if you like the improvement. There is a little bit less high tech going on. We tried to do a green screen effect tonight, but that didn't work so good. But only can see A with me. Oh, yeah. We're on 2 different YouTube channels, so you may have to see which YouTube channel you're on. The reason we're on 2 different YouTube channels tonight is because I thought it would simplify things for me, so that I wouldn't have to go out and post on my legacy site that I have this up. And so that's kind of just a possible confusion, because you may see both streams, or I don't know. I should have been able to send you the right stream, but maybe I sent you the wrong stream. So yeah, you guys must be on one stream and the others must be on the others. So so I don't know how to do anything for you there, because if I change anything. So yeah, this is probably more confusion than is necessary, and it's just going to be that way. What you can do is you can go to Discord, and I can send you send you the link there. Excuse me. So hang on. What link did I put on Discord? And Andrea is getting ready to come on air, so she'll be on air shortly. So just look and see which one I put on Discord. I thought I put the Freedom Speech and You on Discord. So you look and see. Okay. You should be on Freedom Speech and You, and the way to tell that is you got to click on the YouTube video and see which channel you're on. So if you're on the other channel, if you're on the how many streaming services am I streaming to? I've got Twitch, I've got 2 YouTubes, and I've got 2 Facebooks. And I only did that because I had the old one. And I cannot really tell which one you're on because it just shows me aggregate as YouTube. Now, I could shut the others down, maybe, and make people come over, but I don't know if I can edit that at all. That might be a bad thing to do. So I probably should have never done that tonight. You don't find it confusing. Let's see, what happened was is I had a YouTube channel before Andrea came up with a name for this channel, and I was pushing everybody from that YouTube channel, and I ended up renaming it. So the old channel is called a Democratic Journey now, and the new channel is called Freedom Speech and You. The one that you want to be on, that you probably should all be on together, is Freedom Speech and You. Let me find stuff. And I can't. And I don't know how this creates lag, so I apologize. And I cannot copy that. So, but I can copy the channel, so I can take you to the channel. Okay, so I hope that my video is not lagging. So hang on. That's the channel you're looking for. And I'm sorry, they don't let me name the channel. I didn't invite you separately. I just made a stupid mistake to put this thing on all kind of different streams. So and I thought I would maybe get people to join tonight if I put the live stream on there and they didn't have to figure out where to go. I could just probably delete a democratic journey altogether. The problem is I have more people following me there than I have following me on freedom, speech, and use. So that's why I thought, maybe I could get them to watch tonight if I put this thing up to multiple places. And I was also just like seeing, what would happen, how many people would join, what would that do? So anyway. So did you all get on the same stream together or not? Gotta let me know if you can see each other. Everybody suddenly stopped talking. So you're all on the same stream together? And yeah, unfortunately, the microphone picks up all the noises that I make. I mean, that's the problem. With this show, you get ASMR swallowing. Whatever. What's the topic of discussion besides Kennan's honest YouTube channel mistake? Give it a break, folks. At least Ken is live streaming, right? The topic, the primary topic is all things political. January 6th committee. Will that be influenced by the Georgia and New York prosecution? So, yeah, don't make too loud of fart sounds. That's one of the things that I make sure that I don't do while the mic is on. Came back in through Discord. If it's good, I'll listen again tonight in my sleep. Yep. Anyway, so is there anything you wanted to talk about while Andrea gets connected up? And one of the things that I will do is I'll remove this video so I don't have that waiting and I have a problem where I have too many things. So okay, so y'all got on the same YouTube, and since you're like not super sure which YouTube you're on, I'll see if you're all on the same one that I sent you to. Carl Smith says, yeah, I just saw Baloney. Pat Baloney gave the January 6th committee some good stuff for yet Tuesday's hearing. Part of my ASMR very soft in the background. So I'm just wondering. Yeah, it looks like you're all on the right one. So that's good. So I don't know if I should leave the chat up or take the chat down. I guess it depends on who comes in, who doesn't. So actually now I can tell who's on. So 5 of you are on Freedom Speech and You YouTube, and 1 of you is on Freedom Speech and You Twitch. So that's good. I don't know who's out there on Twitch. Tuesday they have some PB and OK flipping. It's not you, Ken. It's whatever YouTube channel of yours the viewer subscribes to. Yeah, that's true. Thumbs up, everybody. Memories of the day I led music in church today. Mark P says, hey, everyone start watching that Discovery Plus Trump documentary by that Alex Holder dude. There was a Twitcher last time. Yes, there was a couple of people on Twitch last time. I don't know who's watching us, but somebody is watching us on Twitch. So this is the first time you performed music since Ash Wednesday. Carl Smith says, leave it up. That way you don't have to continue to read the comments. Yeah, there is some advantage to that. I mean, the only thing that concerns me is if we get a troll in here, then it's on the screen too. And so that's the one thing that I was thinking about. RP says 3 episodes of that documentary dropped today. So did we lose the Twitcher? No, we got 5 people on YouTube and 1 on Twitch still. Don't know who the Twitcher is out there. No, Live with People just did it on the video during COVID. Carl Smith says you don't have a moderator. No, not yet. Have to do my own moderation. Aaron West says I want to smash a troll. Yeah, possibly. We'll have to figure that out. I have to wait and see whether they come on tonight like they did last week. And there was a question earlier from Wes about the piano. This software doesn't have the piano. Mark P says, I thought Andrea was moderating. In some respects, she would, but we haven't worked that out yet to where she can actually do things yet. So we'll have to figure out how to do that. There may be something we're not doing quite right or something of that sort. I'm not sure. We tried. That is one of the reasons why we were a little bit later tonight, because we switched software. So have to learn the new software. But I really wanted to get this scrolling on the screen so that then, you know, if people were on different platforms, like on Twitch and YouTube and so on, then they would be able to see each other. But yeah, I knew that I would have to take it down if it got crazy. So we'll see what happens. And it could be that the only people that were going to troll us are the ones that I blocked last week. So maybe they're not going to show up tonight. I don't know. We'll see. And I don't know if Trump is talking somewhere. Wes says if there are no trolls, then I have to become one myself. I had fun last time. I hope you weren't the troll last time. Picard, shut up, Wesley. Carl says you have enough folks on your side that will let you know, then you can groom them like he does. He has learned his lesson, banned from Facebook, but coming on with aliases. So how much money did you spend the other day, Wes, putting out all of those subscriptions? I told his sister to make him behave. Carl laughs at Aaron West. Did anyone catch that Trump rally in Alaska? I heard he dropped the F-bombs again. They had a Trojan set on my computer. Oh my. I haven't even put the graphic up yet. I should put the graphic up for the show. The only thing about putting the graphic up is it's going to kill the top part of the chat, and I don't know that there's any way to swap that around. So but I could just put the graphic up for a while. I could take it back down. None of my business. Your parents left you a small fortune. And Robin says he didn't catch the Trump rally in Alaska. That was on the other night. What is that guy's name? I forget it. But there's another podcaster that was covering it. I figured I would just wait for Hal to cover whatever he wants to cover about it. Wes says they knew where I was, especially when I was using this account. Well, that's what happens when people snoop on you by putting something on your computer. Mark P says there were 2 rallies on back-to-back nights. Friday was in Vegas, last night was in Alaska. Packman, thank you, Robin. That's who the guy was that was covering it the other night. David Packman. It's a game, says Wes. Yeah, it's to some people it's a game to get you. Carl Smith asks, was it ribbed? Oh my goodness. I don't think it was, Carl, because it wasn't pleasing. Wes Webb says, stupid game. I have 4 Google accounts. Mark P. laughs at Carl Smith. A bad thing, and my upgrades were old. Yeah, you got to keep your device upgraded. Your upgrades were old on your Spy Hunter. Yeah. Time for more drinking. I wonder if it's not the microphone that you can't see that's off screen that picks me up, but rather the one on here. So I'm going to scratch this one. Can you feel me scratching this one? Feel me. Can you hear me scratching that one? Carl asks where everyone's watching from. I'm in Edmonds, Washington, a nice warm sunny evening. What's in the drink? Just water, ordinary water that's been filtered. Robin says he's in Rockport, Indiana. Aaron says I can feel it. Oh my God, I'm not going there, Aaron. I'm not going there. Lynette says hello with her sparkles. Hey, Lynette, welcome on Facebook. So we've upgraded tonight, Lynette. We actually have the ability to display the chat on the screen so you can see everybody. Assuming that you can see it on your screen because your screen is big enough to see it. Wes says he's in Rockford, Illinois. Beautiful here. Mark says he's in Northern Virginia. Wes Webb says windows and screens are open. Lynette says, aloha, Kenneth. Good to hear you are doing well. Yep, I'm doing well. Thank you. How about you? Wes says, I won't be able to breathe in the morning. Well, that's a problem. Your iPod earphones mic is picking up you're swallowing. It's like a throat mic. Okay, so is there a way that I can kill that one so that you don't hear both of them? Have to wait and see. Probably if I do though, it would probably possibly disrupt everything, but let's see what happens. This doesn't disrupt everything. You need to tape the wire to your face. Let's see. Devices. Mark Peace, as per Hugo Lau, just in January 6th committee says the hearing on at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So, yeah. CROPHONE. That's not the microphone setting I want. That's what I don't like about this version of Windows, is it's harder to change silly things. And it's almost like I should just wait till next time. So, mute the mic in the software. Yeah, I will next time, Carl. I thought it was automatically muted, but now we see that it's not. Aaron's doing an incantation. Tap the mic on your third eye five times and spin around 3 times. I'm serious, a little surgical medical adhesive, a Band-Aid. Yeah, a Band-Aid would probably block the microphone. Keeps down the mic noise. That's why I use OBS, so I can choose which mic. Mark asked, doesn't he also have to say there's no place like home? Should not flop around like that. When I use this microphone alone, I actually ended up putting a paper clip on myself. That's the way they all do it at church. Still don't see you in YouTube. Well, I'm on 2 different YouTubes, so I don't know if you went on the different YouTube, because tonight I'm actually feeding 2 YouTubes, 2 Facebooks, and 1 Twitch. So you have to go to the Freedom Speech and You YouTube. The only reason I put it on the other YouTube is because I thought maybe we'd get more people to watch if I fed it to 5 places instead of 3. So you got to go to the YouTube that has this logo. And not the YouTube that has this logo. Can I unplug the desk mic? I could, but I think my voice would sound worse without that microphone. I just need to get into the chat, the audio settings. It's always fun to remember what they're called because it's not just called microphones. So, recording. Not that. Settings. Probably this. And then system. Perhaps. Microphone. But that always brings up the wrong settings, and so I have to figure out where they put them, because they've made them harder to find in this version of Windows. Yeah, if I could put the logo on the left, then that would be okay, but I don't think that it lets me decide where it goes. It puts it on the right automatically. So whoever designed this thought that the logo would go on the right, and they thought if you put the logo up, then you wouldn't have the chat up. Nigel from Spinal Tap. This is Mike number 1. Ain't we having a lot of fun? Wes says I'm smarter than I look, and Carl says, yes, I helped solve Hal's audio issue the other day. Yep. The problem is that I've been using Windows so long that when they moved everything in this version, Windows 10, it's so much more complicated, because when you go to settings and you go to look up microphone, it always brings up the microphone that you would adjust to have yourself be able to talk to Windows and control it, not bringing up the microphone that I'm using right now, which is the microphone that has to do with the record level settings. What was the issue? The issue is when you have loss of internet on a stream, you're going to get issues that are caused by the fact that you have lost the internet. You've had something akin to the old-fashioned Stack Overflow in the old computers. Now, I don't know what they call it in new computers. What I call it is messing with the decoder and the encoder, because everything that you do in digital is going through something that encodes it to digital, to ones and zeros, and decodes it back from ones and zeros. And everything that you send over the internet, because it's going through that, that's called a codec. The codec is the list of instructions on how to make my voice and my picture turn into ones and zeros. And the codec is stored in temporary memory at every computer. When you get a hit in the internet, that temporary memory gets overwritten. And when it gets overwritten, you get garbled audio, or you get breaking up video. Carl says it's still called a Stack Overflow. Yes, it's called a Stack Overflow because the errors were not contained within the memory, and they went into other parts of memory, and the other part of memory that it went into is the temporary memory that's holding the codec. And when you overwrite the codec, things are messed up. So it could be as simple as changing the parameter that tells it what the rate of the codec is, And instead of my voice sounding like this, it can sound like that. Because it could change the pitch. And so, or it could make my voice sound, and then you would hear that instead of me talking, and all of that is due to overflows. Now, overflows happen on the internet, overflows happen on broadcast television, they happen on your cable system, and the only thing that fixes them is turning off the power. Because when you turn off the power or when you remove the power from the device, then you fix them. And the only thing that fixes them other than that is a restart. But even a restart on some computers doesn't fix it. Sometimes you have to really shut the thing all the way down. Yeah, you could have things a lot easier, Mark. It doesn't mean you're completely immune to it on a Mac, but the Mac may be more resilient than the PC. So it's really hard to say, and so many things are running on PCs that it's just that way. But it isn't just the PC. It's the over-the-air television. It's the cable box. It's the broadband box. It's everything. And so that's why occasionally, every once in a while, you have to remove the power. And a lot of people don't get that because they've never experienced any of these things. And so you have a large segment of the population that's never owned a computer. They don't have any familiarity with these types of problems. They've never had to restart something. So, and then you have the people that up until 2012 didn't have to deal with digital TV at all because they all had analog TVs. But at the end of 2012, in the United States anyway, you had to go to digital TV. And so that just kind of messed people up. Robin says, I'm using my phone with a cracked screen and in need of a new battery. So anyway, Wes says, I have a 7-year-old MacBook Pro, still use it for recipes and Zoom. So, and Andrea is on her way in, so any moment she should connect. When we connected earlier, it took a little bit for her to get connected, so I think Restream may be a little bit slower to connect than the old program, but we'll see. Westwood says, I just took in all my non-digital TVs except for a tiny one in the kitchen on a cable box. Yeah. Well, I got digital TVs in this house, but I still have one that's an old one. Wes says thing about Andrea, and I mean it. Aaron says the alarm went off. Actually, that wasn't the alarm going off. That was Richard Ojeda going live, and Andrea's back, and here she comes. So there's Andrea. Do we have your microphone? I can't hear her. Does that mean that I don't have my sound turned up or what? It's probably because I don't have my sound turned up, so hang on. It's probably me. Can you speak? I don't hear her. Does anybody else hear Andrea, or is it just me? Check down at the bottom of your screen and see if the the little microphone symbol has a red slash through it, because remember earlier you couldn't hear me, Andrea, so maybe that's what's going on. Well, you're not muted. That's for sure. You're not muted on my end. Do you have to go out and come back in? I don't know. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. She just sent me a picture, so let's see. She should be able to get that. For whatever reason, it muted her microphone to start, and it did that to me earlier. So, and she'll be back. We just have different software tonight, so if things are a little bit amiss, it just happens that way. I'm hitting it and nothing is happening. Uh-oh.
Okay, can you hear me?
So,
Can
are
you
you
hear
there
me?
now?
Can you hear me? Hear me?
That's weird. And you can't hit that little thing and talk. I hear you now. I heard you for a second. I think you need to just hit it more slowly.
Okay, did you hear me?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, hang on.
That works.
Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I hear you good. I hear your air conditioner, but it's all good.
That's not my, well, that's in the kitchen, so not much I can do about that.
Yeah,
Hi, chat.
but I can hear you.
Can you hear me, chat?
Yeah, it'll come up. They can hear you now.
Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can. Well, problem. I can't respond to chat. Hey, Carl. It's not letting me chat back with the chat, so.
Probably the only way you could respond directly to chat would be for you to open up another device and chat like you did last week.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll have to do. Hang on.
Because we're gonna have to figure out a way that we can both be in the same console.
All right, hang on. Let me see what I can do here. Well, I'll just go on the YouTube
Hopefully this doesn't
and
freeze.
chat that way. Ow.
Freeze.
Chat that way. Okay. All right. Let's check it out. Okay.
Wes, you're such a character.
What do you say?
Use your voices. He says, just talk and read what we say. Hey, gang, that means she can't block us.
Oh, but contraire, I can. If Ken makes me a moderator.
Yeah.
Maybe we should be nice to Andrea tonight since we eviscerated her last week. I have not seen that. I better watch that, Wes. Oh boy.
He's a character. Beware of
We
what he
love
said
Wes.
last week.
I don't know. Ken, maybe you should make me a moderator.
Wouldn't be hard to do. I just have to figure out how to do that.
You'd have to go on the YouTube to do it.
Yeah.
No, Ken, don't. Yeah, get scared. Wes is afraid I'm going to put him in timeout. I know you do, Wes. We love you, Wes. Hi, Robin. Hi, Aaron. Let's see. Whoops. Wait a minute.
We've got Aaron. We've got
Carl,
Robin. We've got Mark
Carl,
B.
Robin.
And Carl.
Oh, hang on. Benny just texted me. Are you on tonight? Yes.
We have one person who is on a Democratic Journey YouTube, so you will see the chat on the screen if you chat. Well, now we have 2. We have 7 on Freedom of Speech and YouTube.
I volunteer
and 1
to
on
tribute.
Twitch. I volunteer as tribute. That's so funny, Aaron. So anyway.
Hang on, Benny's.
Carl Smith says, I can hear Andrea and Ken plus someone else. I don't know, unless you hear somebody else from down the hallway.
Benny's going to be coming. Aaron hides. No, Benny. Oh, wait, I can't put that on. I've noticed, I don't know if anybody has noticed this. When you are on YouTube, you guys tell me if this is right or not. When you guys are on YouTube and you have your volume turned down, have you noticed that the chat doesn't follow with it? Or is that a me? Is that a me thing? But as soon as you put the volume up or put it back running, the chat runs. We are married in another dimension. Who is, Wes? Uh-oh, you lost my audio? Hey, Mark.
Your audio went scratchy.
Okay,
I don't know if both our audios went scratchy or just yours.
Can you hear me? Hear me? Hear me?
You're doing the audio problem like I did earlier. So I don't know what to do with that.
Yes, Wes, you and Benny get each other.
I'm gonna try muting you and see if that helps. And did that mute you?
Well, you can't hear me because you muted me. Can you hear me now?
Okay, keep talking because I changed your volume level. See if that helps.
Okay, can you hear me? Hear me? Hear me? Testing, testing, testing.
It's still doing the nasty audio thing.
Well, I don't have the earbuds. I don't have anything in. I'm coming to you live from the iPad.
Yeah, I don't know what to do to clear up your audio other than to have you leave and come back again.
Crackle, crackle. Andrea Scratchy, drop a beat, Ken. All right, I'll go back out again. 3rd time's the charm, right?
Right.
All right, be back.
Yeah. Earlier on, we had to restart because before we went to to air, we had issues then. No, but it's aggravating in a way because it shouldn't be doing that. It shouldn't be doing that. Okay, so let's see what happens.
Can you hear me now?
There you are. You're back again. Now, how
Can
does
you hear
it sound?
me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You're muted again.
I'm not muted.
So you have to click that little thing in the lower left again. I hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So because I have a volume slider for you, I'm going to change the volume slider for you. Maybe that'll fix
Okay,
it.
if you do that, you're going to lose me again.
No, I didn't move it earlier.
Okay, now I had the chat at the... Oh, wait, never mind. My bad. Sorry.
The only problem is because my computer is so underpowered, it's so laggy that when I move it, I don't see it move, and then I move it and it goes whatever. So
you guys,
talk for a while,
can
Andrea.
hear me. Wes
Yeah.
and Mark and Robin and Aaron, can you hear me? Okay. Thank you, Mark.
So that's better when she talks. Talk for a minute,
Robin
Andrea,
says
and
yes.
see whether they.
Now center myself.
Okay.
Well, I'm
Now,
centered as good as it's going to get. Otherwise, you'll see cats. Thank you, Carl. I've got cats. I've got one cat here, another cat over here.
So I can't hear both of us because I can only hear Andrea. I can't hear myself. Am I too loud, everyone, or am I just right? How about you, Andrea? Do you think I'm too loud or good?
You're loud, but not bad. But it could be because I've got my volume up. So.
What does the audience say?
Ooh, orange dreamsicles. Oh, those are good. The only bad thing about this is
The text on her backwards. The reason that the text on her pillow is backwards is because the default setting is to do what it does with a selfie, and it's to reverse the cameras. So
yeah,
you
so
know,
it's like everything's backwards.
So it just makes everything backwards for all of you, but it makes it easier for us.
Okay.
There is always something to be thankful for. See, I can read backwards.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, the cameras are in mirror mode.
That's a reminder. That's a reminder not to kill my daughter. I have other things to be thankful for. So, do I have wired earphones that you can use? You'll be able to hear better. I can hear fine. I thought I would try it this way because I did it the other day on the iPad and it worked. But if it's a problem for you guys, I will get the ear pads or the earbud things. You know what I mean. It's a camera setting.
Yeah, there's a camera setting in reverse. We can turn that off, each one of us, but personally, I like it this way because when I put my
Eventually, I'll be able.
When I put my hand up, I see my hand as my right hand, even though you see it as my left.
I will be able eventually to do. I'll look like I'm a on the balcony.
For those who watch Superman and Lois, the reverse text was a plot device.
I'm on an iPad, Wes. I have the phone. I have you guys on chat on the phone. Because I can't text on here for some dumb reason. It worked when we were testing, but it's not working now. There is a setting in YouTube to auto mirror the viewer. Okay, I don't know what that means. I am not tech savvy.
Well, I know that we can defeat it on our end, but I like it this way. So, because I don't get confused about which end I'm raising up, but if it confuses all of you, then whatever.
Your audio is fine, no problem here. No worries, Andrea. Just suggestion. No worries, Mark. We'll get this right one of these days. Oh, don't get me started on John Jr. They are in a frenzy, guys. They are in a frenzy, and we're just gonna let it play out. They are very upset because they know the goose is gonna get them. I'm tech savvy enough on some things, Carl. On some things, I'm not techie at all. If somebody tells me how to do it, there's Peanut. If somebody shows me how to do it, I can do it. Or if somebody walks me through it, I can do it. But I'm not good. I'm very frustrated. I get frustrated with it because I don't understand it. The Trumps no longer exist on our world. God bless House Parks. Yes. Yep, that's Peanut, Mark. Peanut. Peanut butter. Come here. Come here, love. Mark wants to see you. It's peanut butter. Peanut.
Yeah.
Butter.
Your audio went crackly again. I don't know.
I don't know why. I'm not moving. I mean, I did move, but. And that's Peanut. Peanut is. She's a mutt. Peanut is a Siamese. Okay. She is calico, but her body is that of a Siamese. She's very long and lanky. Yep, kitties. Kitties. Before the end of the show, I'll take you guys in there to see the puppies. The puppies are doing really, really good.
So I don't know what we do about your audio. I don't know if I can take you out and back in, and whether that fixes it or not.
Thank
So
you,
let
Mark.
me take you out for a second and see if I can take you out and put you back in without you leaving, Andrea, okay?
Okay, do whatever you gotta do.
So,
Is your microphone hot?
so that took her out. So now I'm going to click it again and to bring it back in and see if it works. So laggy. Now you're in, now you're going to be out again. Watch.
Okay. Can you hear me?
It's still doing the audio thing.
I don't know why it's doing it.
I don't know either, unless unless it's just that tablet tonight.
Do you want me to put the earbud thingies in?
That might help, I don't know.
All right, I'll have to go out and come it back in. So,
Right.
are you connected? Wait. So, how are you connected with Andrea to have her show on your live stream? Is what Carl's asking.
She's a guest in the podcast, so she's going in via a link.
we couldn't get it to work the other way. Although we could probably try now. Maybe
You
that
can
might make a
see.
difference.
I don't know. The only thing is, if you came in that way, you would be able to adjust your volume.
Hal had serious issues yesterday. Bad issues. Like, to the point where he had to take his computer apart. It was bad. He was not happy.
Mm.
So you want me to go out and go in the other way, in the other thing, not as a guest?
You can try it and see what happens.
Sorry, guys. We're just trying to work this out because it's a new system. I'll be back. See you in a minute.
So we'll see if it works. So the show tonight is basically about doing the show. Yeah, to have a guest on, the guest has to have a link. Yeah, he had problems because the initial problem was the connection between him and WCPT, but you could tell at the end of the stream that there was something going on because the audio on his computer was starting to garble just playing the music and the thing that he plays at the end. Wes says, I have a whole bunch of little external sound cards that go through USB in my wireless system. Wes says, good job so far. Robin says, okay, Kenneth. We're all learning. At least you are streaming live better than what I have been able to do. Well, this is kind of a, thing that I learned while I was doing something for work that I can't talk about. But yeah, I learned how to do the StreamYarding from that. So this is similar, this Restream is, but it's a little bit different. It sounds like Hal's going to loop in WCPT to a stream and have them turn off the webcam. Possibly. We'll see if that works for him. He's been doing something that involves sending audio via a browser, but I don't really want to discuss how and such that is done. A non-disclosure agreement? Yes, Carl Smith. I can't discuss certain things that pertain to work. When people are there to see what I do at work, I can answer their questions, but I can't speak on behalf of work, and so it's probably better to not just discuss what type of programs we do or all that sort of thing. I don't know why I want to tell you about this now, but I was a member of NEA AOL, pioneers of AOL. So she's supposed to be there, but she's doing something else. Maybe she's not there. Maybe she is there. She's not there. She disconnected. Okay. Now she's back.
Well, I learned something. That if I do it the way that we originally had planned for me to do it, because to be a co-equal on it, it starts my. Can you hear me?
You have to click that thing on the bottom left again.
All right, can you hear me?
Why did you come in? Did you click the thing on the bottom left? Oh my goodness. You heard her fine? I didn't hear her. This is
Okay. Can you hear me?
yes.
Okay. All right. What I was saying is when I went in to where I'm on the same level as you are on the restream,
Uh-huh.
it doesn't bring me to you. It brings me to my own YouTube.
Okay.
So we can't do it that way. It's not allowing me to.
Maybe I have to give you all of my sources or something so that you can connect in like this. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out next week.
Unless I'm considered the guest and not the host. Because it's not even showing me as a host or anything when I go on that other way.
Well,
So,
we'll have to figure that out. I'll have to do some reading and figure that out.
so I'm just letting you know. And I have no access to be able to. I have to be able to look at the chat, but I can't respond by texting. It doesn't let me do it. And on here it does it, but it doesn't show the rest of it. On here it does it, but it doesn't show me the rest of it.
The only thing I can tell you is the account that I connect to this is the same account that I'm logged in through my browser. And I don't know whether you're using a Google Chrome
I'm using
browser or not. Maybe you have to
I'm
use a
using the Safari. Should I try the Google? All right, let's try it again. Sorry, guys. Bye.
so that's probably the thing that has to be done. So you're watching Freedom Speech and You, we're going to do Freedom Speech and You and work it all out on the show episode. It's like these things are that are interesting. Whoever those people are that tuned in through a democratic journey, they must have been like just there to see who we were, and they said, "Oh, these goofy people," and they went away. There was 2 people out there earlier. There's 7 of you on YouTube altogether on Freedom Speech and You, YouTube, and one person still sitting out there on Twitch who's keeping my numbers higher by being a person out there watching. So she's a Russian spy. We did a fucking good job. They are everywhere, party. But she sounded perfect. Yeah, it worked for a while. It was working. And the only thing I'm worried about really is with this is, does this take more device resources and cause problems? Because when I tested this the other day, I tested this and Kinky Streets came on and watched my stream, and it was just me, and it worked. And I was like, I should really check this out with Andrea. And we did like kind of check it out before the show, but it's kind of like, oh, well, problems are problems. And if I don't know what else to say. If like it somehow doesn't work at all, I'm going to have to probably put 2 pieces of software together to do the show, to put these comments in and let Andrea participate another way. So we'll see what happens. I mean, theoretically, you can use Restream with OBS, but then I would have to run OBS on the other computers. So let's see. The one reason why I like doing it this way, though, is because this is easier to just use this laptop as the camera and the microphone, and excuse me, and then that works for me. So, and now there's 5 of you. These what? So we'll see what happens. This is the part of the show where I tell you that probably she's installing Google Chrome on her device. So we'll see. So one way to limit the trolls is make chat for subscribers only. Yeah, I have to figure that out. Whoever dropped just wanted to see Andrea. Possibly. Yeah, I'm not the person they're looking for, I guess. She's back. So let's see what happens.
Going to accept me for another 24 to 48
And now
hours.
we wait for the system to connect her. Is it connecting her? There you are. I hear you.
Well, it's not going to let me connect. It's going to take 24 to 48 hours to connect, and I have to have your information in order to do it. Otherwise, it's going to take me straight to mine.
Right.
So, and if we ever,
So
we
maybe
add a guest, I wouldn't have to be on there in order to do it. Unless you can add a third guest.
Yeah.
Which we are trying to work on that, guys. We're trying to get a guest in here. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Wes. Hi, Carl. Hi, Mark. Hi, Robin. We've got to figure this out because I don't understand why it's not letting me. It doesn't give me the option. It gives me YouTube option, but it doesn't give me an option to say I want to pick this stream and join. It doesn't do that.
I'm going to have to do some research because it could just be whoever tries to run this is the one that's in charge, and the only way that you could be in charge is for you to start it instead of me, but I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, this is new to me, and I paid for a whole year of it, so I hope it works for us.
Now, I got a question. On your end, does it show where you can have another guest?
On my end, yeah, I can invite guests.
Okay.
So on my end, I have all the things that I had before. I just don't know why. You know, I tried to set it up so that you and I could share, but apparently it doesn't want to work that way.
And I will have to figure it out. I think Hal uses Restream, so I can put a buzz in his ear and ask him a few things. But I think I have to be added as a host in order for me to be on with you on the same link at the same time.
And adding you as a host was not an option that I saw, so I'll have to figure that out.
Yes, we do love Benny Loco. Benny knows how to stir things up. We love Benny. You're trying to get Benny Loco to join? I would love to have Benny Loco join. But she's not answering me right now, so I don't know. I know. I think she might be dealing with Doja, her dog. Her dog's been really sick lately. So I don't know. Does anybody see if she's online? Is she on YouTube? Major's on. Or he was on. Let's see if I can find Benny's on. Oh, Benny got bit by a spider. That's why Benny Loco's not on.
Yeah, that's sad about Stuttering John's kitty.
Hang on a minute.
My dog Toja is really sick. I don't know if she's been bit by a snake or a critter. I don't know what's going on with her, but she's really sick, and it took me all day today to get her into the vet.
No. No, I think it's Doja. I think it's a combination of her and Doja. She looks like she got bit by something, and Benny's not sure if Doja got bit by a snake, because she's still not getting any better. Yeah, Stuttering John's cat passed away yesterday. So, you know, he's very upset. This is one of the cats that he has talked about in his chat that they found when his kids were little. Magneto, yeah. Magneto was one of the cats that they had found. Yeah, she's really having a hard time with Doja. Doja is not that old. Doja is only like a year and a half old. Is there a dog in the room with you? No. Kitties. The dogs are in the crate in the other room. But I will show you them before we leave.
The audio is doing it again.
Hey, I didn't move, I didn't do nothing. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. Not a big fan of cats. I think they're demon. Wes! No. Oh, Wes. The dogs are in my room right now because they are too young yet to get one of them's gotten their parvo shot. They've only gotten the first shot, so we have to wait. Andrea's audio is good enough for government work. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cats laying around me.
I wish there was some way to reset that audio every single time it does that.
Hang on. It has it on default. I don't know what that means.
Can you change your audio to something else and then change it back to default and see if that fixes it out of sheer curiosity?
What about now?
Is that better?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that seems better.
Is it better?
Yeah.
Okay, I did it on iPhone microphone.
I'm not sure why that changed it unless it's just because you changed it.
Are they learning to pee on paper? I have puppy pads that I can wash. They're doing better. They're doing very, very good. I just cannot take them outside until they get the second dose of the parvo shot. Thank you, Carl. So the one puppy already has all her shots, so she's good. She goes outside. It's something about them going outside parvo when they're a certain age. So I don't know. I haven't had dogs before that are puppies, so I don't know how this all works. So do we want to talk about politics or do we want to just chat tonight? Thank you, Robin. My neck feels like it's gonna pop, but it's not. So, how was the weather? It was raining since, I guess, around 2 this afternoon. It is still raining. When it's not raining, it's very hot and it's very humid. It was 102 yesterday. You sound like you are with like you write like you're like the Samantha show does. Yeah. The temperature was 98 yesterday and it was 102 heat index. Very hot, very humid. Tell you how hot it is. I go outside from inside the house and my glasses fog up. That's how hot. Ken is trying to figure something out. Hold on. Just came up. It has reproduced 3.3 for every person infected. COVID is this Omicron, people, is highly contagious. Highly, highly, highly contagious. I know of 3 people that have gotten it in the past 2 days, 3 days. One of them being one of our sparklers. And she's vaccinated. And she wore her mask. And she still got it. Yep, they are here too. My mom sounded better today. She didn't sound as nasally today. She said she wasn't coughing as much, but she's fully vaccinated except for the last vaccination. No, we're nowhere near past it. No. I wear my mask everywhere when I'm out. No. The only thing that the vaccination does is keep you from being in the hospital. It does not, it's not a cure. But my mom was vaccinated and she's doing much better. Where are you at again, Robin? The latest strain. Keep masking. Yes, I do. I do when I go in the stores. Which part of that are you talking about, Aaron? The Omicron, or is there a new variant out there? More contagious than the measles. I got my second booster. I have gotten that. The only thing I felt was my arm was just so sore. I got that about a month ago. Right. Yep. Same thing. It's the same thing. Same thing, Carl. You're right. You're definitely right. Just, wear your mask. BA5 is the latest strain. I'll have to look that up. New variant. New variant. The BA5 is a new variant. I'll try and look up more. Because I'm looking at the chat here and the chat here. I don't know which one to go to. Rockford, Indiana. Oh, you live on towards the Kentucky side. Yeah, my grandmother lived in Decatur, Indiana. 5, you think? Okay. So I wanted to get my phone out, but I wanted to talk about, and I'll show it to you since I don't have the thing like he can set up. But I wanted to show you guys something that Midas Touch put on there. Well, you know Steve Bannon's going to talk, right?
Can you click that? Can you click that thing you did earlier? Your default versus iPhone?
Why?
Because it did it again. Sound
Okay.
changed again.
It says iPad.
Look it back to default just to see if that'll fix it again.
All right, can you hear me?
That's better. Thanks. So that's gonna be our fixes. Every time that happens, you're just gonna have to click between default and iPhone.
Was it this or was it Dean Obendella?
It could just be the internet tonight between you and me. Or it could be your device is being funny. I don't know.
Oh, this was interesting. This is what I was talking about. And Pat Baloney gave the January 6th a lot of good stuff. Yes. I'd muzzle Steve Bannon. I agree with you. But if he's going to open his mouth and talk, we shall see. Last good chance of rain tomorrow. No chance. Yeah, I know you guys need rain. Bannon and the Oath Keeper leader, Stuart Rose, want to testify, thinking they'll get some kind of immunity out of it. No, they're not going to get an immunity, period. But this got me today. Dean Obendella posted it, and it really made me think. Adolf Hitler's trial for his 1923 coup attempt, he had served 8 months in prison. As one historian put it, the failure to punish Hitler is a haunting failure of justice with catastrophic consequences. Lessons for us. Trump must spend his final years in prison, period, or we will repeat ourselves in history. And we're seeing that again because we don't learn from our mistakes. We just don't. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about is, and what we need to watch is, and what I'm thinking is, Georgia and New York are watching to see what the January 6th committee does. That district attorney that is in Georgia, oh my gosh, she is going to go over Trump and get him so bad. She wants him so bad. The problem is they want to see what this January 6th committee is going to do with what they've got. Now, I am on the agreement with Major that Kirshner says that he is going to do something, but I don't think Merrick Garland's going to do anything. I think we are that nothing's going to happen there. But we need to pay attention to what is going to happen in this J6 because that's going to be the spinoff on That's going to be the spinoff on New York and Georgia. And we need to be aware of it. If Merrick Garland does something, which I don't know, we would have to ask Kirshner, but I don't know what his options are as far as what he can do. I think we'll all be pissed, Robin. I think we all will be pissed. Because but he gets away with it again. And because it would be federal, Trump could never run again for president if Merrick Garland does something. Problem is, if he doesn't do anything but Georgia and New York do something, that still doesn't mean that he's not going to be able to run. And that doesn't mean that the worst case scenario, he's going to be in there for, 10, 20 years. It depends. And it's going to be state. It's not going to be considered federal. Unless he goes before a federal grand jury. And the chances of that are like nil. Ken with all the ASMR tonight. I don't know what that means, Aaron. Hey, where's Lynette? Ken, where's Lynette?
She was here earlier and then she exited. I don't think she can stay very long because she probably has connection issues, or else she gets interested in something else and then leaves. Maybe perhaps the major. I don't know.
Sorry. Oh. So what do you think?
Your audio is doing it again. I don't know why it keeps doing it.
Anatomic century myriadization. Okay, I'll have to look that up. Mark. I've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Restream just said that. What does that mean? Oh my goodness. Is that like you get...
Did Restream just put that in the chat?
Yes, they did.
It must have done it through the YouTube only, because it doesn't show up over here.
Try turning your phone off, Andrea, and just a guess. Turn my phone off for what? My phone is.
I would just change that audio setting. Oh.
My phone's in the
That
dark.
is. That's something I found. The device that you're using to participate in this show, is it on Wi-Fi?
Yes.
Is your other device on Wi-Fi?
Yes. But I don't have the chat on.
Can you turn off the other device Wi-Fi? The one that you're not using to make a picture and sound?
No, because it's connected to my iPad.
Okay. Just change the audio setting. Change it from default to phone or back again.
Crap. Hang on. Now, how did I get in there? Okay.
Y'all, I'm going to end up buying Andrea a device for this show.
Okay. How's that now?
It worked again, yeah.
It keeps flipping.
Well, flipping it, what thing it does is it resets it each time. It doesn't matter whether it's in default or whether it's in the phone setting. It's getting the audio either way. It's just the flipping that fixes it.
Okay. Much better?
Yeah.
No, I have no knowledge. I'm with you on that, Robin. I have no knowledge. We need to set up a
We need to set up a Venmo to get Andrea a computer. Yes.
Hey,
Yes,
if
please.
Benny Loco can do it, I can do it on an iPad. If Ben, that's all Benny uses is a tablet. She's still waiting for Hal to help her. Yeah. I need to give myself more credit when it comes to text. She's modded to. Oh, you want to hear what I have set up, Mark, when I do that? I have an iPhone and iPad, okay? I have one TV on. I have another TV on. One's on Stuttering John, one's on Hal, and I've got 2 chats running. That way I don't miss anything. And I still miss something. Sorry.
Yeah, I've tried to modify the audio settings on mine, but if I do that while we're in this show, it just freezes
And it might
everything.
bump me. Whatever
Yeah.
works. Well, the reason I do it that way is, believe it or not, even with the slow stream, Stuttering John's stream goes by really fast sometimes. It'll lag and then all of a sudden it'll go boo, 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 and I might miss something. That's why I do it that way. House is easy. What gets me though is when Hal goes on and he doesn't tell me he's going on. And boom, like the other day, he didn't tell me he was going on to Joan Esposito because it was a surprise to him and he literally did not know until 30 minutes before he went on. So I went into thinking I was just going to do Stuttering John, and I ended up having to do both Hal and him at the same time. So I scrambled to get everything going. But it works. I make it work. Stuttering John is awesome.
Subliminal dissing messaging? I don't know.
Do what? Hal's Jonah. Yes. Well, he covers for her, and she does it for him when he can, which is rare, which is very rare, Mark. I think maybe in the 12 years he's been doing WCPT, I think Hal's only missed like 4 times, maybe, if that. If that. But what I wanted to get is a couple people that we can, and you can let me know, Chad, if this is what you want, because this is for you. I'm amazed that they lined him up. Yeah, I am too, Mark. What I wanted to do was get some people in here that can answer your questions.
Why can't you watch Joan, Wes? Is it because she doesn't participate with the chat on her live stream, or is it just you don't like the way she looks? Because I know that she does not participate with her live stream. She is totally oblivious to it. Like, you're just seeing her in the studio.
I believe in how. Yes,
he does do the radio gig for free.
He does, and he's done it for 12 years. He's done it for a very long time.
Facelift?
I've never
Oh,
listened.
no, I thought she looked okay.
I've never listened to Joan. I have never listened to her either.
Joan is pretty good. I mean, if you listen to her, you'll get more callers. That's one good thing about her show. And she does have guests too that come on that pretty well.
Right. Yeah. I've heard that. But speaking of guests, how would you guys like to have guests come in? To answer your questions. And Wes has to behave when they come in.
Yes, he does.
Wes, chill, dude. Sponsored guests. Not so much yet. But I have a few people in mind. And I've put feelers out there.
Your audio did it again.
Wes.
I think it's when we get you excited and you get loud, that's when it glitches up. Did you change it again?
Hang on. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's better.
Oh, Joan has sponsored guests. Yes, she does. But
Yeah, she does because she like talks to people that have written books and that sort of thing.
Well, I have put some feelers out. I haven't heard anything back yet, but I have put some feelers out. So you heard me fine all along. I think it's Ken. I don't think Ken can hear me. Sorry, not sorry. They all know you. Yes, we all know you. But we love you, Wes.
Well, let's clarify this. You can hear her, but do you hear her clearly or do you hear her with little gargly sounds on her voice? Does she sound normal or does she sound, does it sound like you're hearing audio samples of her voice?
Carl says maybe there's a delay on your end.
It's hard to say. I mean, one thing that I definitely know is that I don't have a device sitting on my table that's on Wi-Fi because that's
What do you mean
important.
speak for myself? Did I miss something, Aaron? Wes! Seriously, dude. Oh my God, dude. Ken has some crackling now.
Really? Am I crackling on your end, Andrea?
A second ago you were. Yes, audio crackling on both ends on Carl. Carl can. Andrea sounds perfect now, and Ken's crackling is smudge, says Robin. The second chat here is what's getting me. But I'll get it. I'll get it, guys. I'll get used to this, I promise.
So I've lowered my audio. Is that better?
I understand, Aaron. Sorry I went to therapy this afternoon. They tell me I'm doing great. Oh, I'm sorry, Wes. Well, hello, Bella. Come here. Come here. Bella, Bella. Bella, come here. Come here. Come here. There we go. Come on. No? Okay. Come here, Bella. Come here. Come here. Come here. Meet Bella. It's Bella Bella. She is a blue Russian.
Bella says, who is that strange person on screen?
Yeah, she's a blue Russian. And she's very needy. And she's very, oh no, she's very needy. She is very talkative when she wants to be, and she likes jumping on your back. She will literally leap across the room to jump on your back. Here, Bella. Everybody wants to see you, Mama. Say hi. Say hi, Mama. Oh, she sees the chat.
Yeah, that'll make her react or whatever.
Here we go. Come on. Okay. Go.
It's Bella, Carl. Bella is the cat's name.
Bella. No, Bella. She's scared of everything except for jumping on people's backs. She will jump up on you, on your back. If she knows you've got long sleeves on, she will jump on your back. The reason her name is Bella, is I had a cat when I was a little girl named Bella. And it was during the time of Stevie Nicks' Belladonna tour.
Well, that's cool.
And so she passed away, I guess, when I was 18. Not too soon after I was 18. And I swore when I got another blue Russian that I would name her Bella. No. At least the chat doesn't zoom by. No. I really wish Major would get rid of the Wi-Fi that the service that he has and get something a little bit better. I feel bad that he can't always be on like he wants to be. Are you giving me kisses? Oh, thank you. Wes, behave, please. So, what else do we need to do?
I think Russ wants to see if I can put him in a timeout with these things.
Oh, wow, look at that. It came up real big here. Do you see that, Ken?
Yeah, I clicked it, and now I got to figure out how to click it out.
Frizzy! Oh, man, Airborne was fired up last night, Mark. I want you guys to see how big Frizzy is. Do you think Chud is big? I haven't seen anything on Frisbee. He's huge. Chud's a whole lot of woman. Frisbee's a whole lot of man. He's a big boy. Oh, he was fired up about the Brittany Grenier situation over in Russia. Griner, whatever her name is. He was fired up about that.
Your audio did it again. I don't know.
I'm not doing anything but sitting here. This is audio. All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
It's on your end. It's not on
Maybe
mine.
it is. I don't know.
Ken, did you send the stream link to Andrea, or does she share her stream? He tried, Carl, and it will not let me in as a co-host. I'm in as a guest. What was his take on it? Hang on a second. What's wrong with you, Flower? Come here. What's wrong? Sorry, she's acting like she's... You okay? Okay. He was saying about the situation over there that she should, it was her fault that she got caught. She should have never had the drugs on her. And that, we need to get her back over here, but, something needs to do about the fact that she did the drugs over there in another country, and that it put the United States in a very bad position. We love you too, Wes. Oh no, blaming the victim. I think he was blaming just the situation that she knew that she was going over to another country. I think it was more out of frustration, not so much blaming. Because now it's put the United States in a bad situation. I think that's what he was looking at. I think that was what he was looking at, was not so much blaming her, but she did it, and now it's got us in this situation, and that's what he's angry about. He was interesting. Okay, Robin, enjoy. I get that Americans tend to assume that they enjoy the same freedoms overseas. Yeah. And she's young, so I guess she didn't really, think, it didn't come to her head. Assuming that she actually did it. Exactly. We don't really know that for sure. It could be something that Russia's saying. I don't think she's admitted it, has she? Has she admitted it? You are welcome, Robin. Always, always, always. We will see you next weekend. Hal will probably chat about it on his show tomorrow. He might. Yes, she has. She has. Okay. Well, then if she did and she did it, then it did put the United States in a bad situation. It could be too. She could be saying yes just to get him to leave her alone. Yeah. She pled guilty as per her lawyer. Yeah, but the thing of it is, she doesn't get an American lawyer. She gets a Russian lawyer. Yes, they are. Well, because they're mad. That's a lot of it. They're mad. The Russians are mad because they think that we are helping Ukraine. Hey, no. Don't you attack me. They know that this is something to use as leverage. Well, they have a Russian, I don't know who he was, but he was pretty up there. And he got in trouble over here. So he's in a federal prison over here. They want to do an exchange, Russia does. Exactly. Exactly, Mark. I mean, if it was, there's your cat does what my cat. No, she's mad because I was rubbing her and I rubbed her the wrong way and she got me. She got my hand. Yep. She's mad because I rubbed her the wrong way and she's laying here. Ken, please see what? No. Ken or Wes. No. Do I have to put the rules up? All right, Wes. Time out for you, bud. Sorry. I can't even do that unless I get on my phone. Wes, come on. No more about that. Wes, come on. No more about that. Sorry, I had to turn the phone down. Wes, you just don't put stuff like that up. Yeah, well, I can't do anything because, on the, by the way, Ken, on the thing, it's the top chat. Never mind, that top chat and the other chat messes me up. On my phone, the only chats that are coming up are the chats between me and Aaron, by the way. It doesn't show me anything else.
Hey, Cigar F1. Hello. Welcome.
Hi. Oh, we were just sitting figuring out about the new stream, hon. So you're good. Oh. Now it's not letting me go on at all. Because there's two different Because there's two different YouTubes open, Carl. That's why. Yeah. There's two different ones, Cigar. There's two different YouTubes that are open. We can still see you in chat.
Cigar is actually on
Carl,
Twitch,
to answer your question, your invite to guest question, we are using Restream, which allows a guest. We are not using the YouTube. Oh, hi. Okay. Cigar's on Twitch. Can you share this chat, this link chat with Cigar? He's on Twitch, Mark.
I don't know, I guess it deletes their messages now, Aaron, because of what they did.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I wish I could show you this. Maybe Ken can put it on the screen.
Am I the only one who hears Andrea making garbled speak, or is it just?
It's just you, Ken. I don't think anybody else can.
Because it sounds like popcorn. It's like little pops after every word you say.
All right, I'm sending you something, Ken, so you can show it to everybody. You both are coming out loud and clear on Twitch. I think it's just you, Ken, Mark says.
Probably my internet access tonight. Your cat decided to lie down on the floor.
No,
Is that
look how
listening,
she's
cat?
laying. Look how
Yeah,
she's laying.
she's
She
just
looks so
laying
cute. No,
like
show
that.
the picture. Show the picture.
I'll try. I don't
I
know.
am crackling, but well, I could have done that. I could have done that. Here. I can do that. Hang on a minute. Probably look better on mine. Hang on. Can you see her? That's Flower. She just all of a sudden decided to lay like that. I'll post on Discord later. No, every once in a while, you both audio gets garbly for a moment, and then probably the streaming strength. Do I need to switch the thing again, Ken?
Switch it again for me, please.
Okay. Flower is 3 years old. She's waiting to go outside.
So I put it up on Discord. I should be able to see it up there.
Oh, okay. Open in WhatsApp. Hi. Hi, Water God.
Hey, Word of Goddess, thank you for joining us.
You
See
use
if we
both
can
on
get this to work.
Ethernet and Wi-Fi. Yeah, Flower is 3 years old. She wants to go out because she's looking at me, telling me, I want to go out. She'll start yelling at me in a little bit. You kids are too young to remember antenna black and white TV. I remember it was very well. Good one, Carl. Yes, we're glad you are here. Water Goddess, we're glad you are here. We're just trying to get the new stream up. We're not talking about anything political right now. We tried, but we're trying
I tried
to figure
sending
this
that
out.
picture, but it didn't work. So I have no idea why it wouldn't store that picture. So
Oh my
much for
gosh,
that.
Wes.
What's
No.
he saying now?
No. Oh, you're gonna yell at me? Come here. Water Goddess. Look at my baby. Look at my baby, Water Goddess. Look at my baby. She's mad at me now because I moved her. Yep, we're going to hang out today because we're trying to figure this out. We'll get better with time, guys.
You can talk about the topic if you want to, though. I mean, the topic was all things political, January 6th committee, whether Georgia and New York investigating Trump, prosecuting him would have any effect. So that was our topic.
I wish I could get the other ones up. You guys want to see a kitten? You guys want to see the kittens? The foster babies I'm watching? that were found underneath the house. This is weird shitting with. Okay, I'll go get it. Give me a minute, okay? Be right back.
Latest drama at the White House is Communications Director Kate Bedingfield stepping down and her releasing controversial statement about Biden's response to abortion laws. I saw a cat entering on the screen a moment ago. I don't know if we're going to get a cat on camera without Andrea's assistance here at some point. We'll have to just wait and see.
This
No,
is
I don't have
Monty.
I don't have any pets right now, Carl. Go ahead, Andrea.
This is Monty.
That one's cute.
This is Monty. Monty. Because she found her on Belmont Street, so her name is Monty. And I'll go get the other ones. Hang on.
So Mark P goes, Bedingfield stated Joe Biden's goal in responding to Dobbs is not to satisfy some activists who have been consistently out of step with the mainstream of the Democratic Party.
This is Belmont. Bella, move. Belmont. Mia. That's Belmont. What are you doing? Alright, I'll be right back. Wes, behave.
So the first little kitten was Monty, M-O-N-T-Y, and the second one was Belmont, in case for some reason you're not able to hear her. Water Goddess says, I wore my aviators in honor of Joe today. Say what you will, but Joe is actually getting shit done. Yes, he is. Belmont, like the racehorse. Yeah, the racetrack is called Belmont Stakes.
And this is Maple.
So that one's Maple, since the audio is garbling, and I'm not going to tell her to keep adjusting the audio.
This is Maple. Be right back.
So I'm seeing if there's a way to fix this garbly audio business and restream. So it says, yeah, they'd say that.
This is Peppa. Here you go, Bus. Or here you go, Aaron. Here's Peppa. Hi, baby. Oh, where are you going? Oh, no. Come here. Everybody wants to see you. Come here, say hi. Come here. Come here. Come here, say hi, look. Oh, my goodness. Hello. Hey. There you go, Peppa. Her name is Peppa. You see her face? All right, let me be right back.
Okay, so I changed my audio and restream. How does my audio sound now? Let's see if I can get rid of the ASMR type sound from the microphone that's up near my throat. So we'll see whether you can hear me gulp water or not. So we'll see.
Sandy and Penny are hiding, so Peppa. No, Peppa's mom died, and her name was Sandy. So I have another one in there, another Chihuahua. That's her brother, and his name is Sandy. And Peppa is named after her dad. Her dad's name is Pepper, so I just named her Peppa. Hang on. Are you ready to go out? All right. Out. Bye-bye. Bye.
It's
Sorry.
Peppa.
Peppa.
It's
P-E-P-P-A.
P-E-P-P-A.
Peppa. And she is so sweet. Their mother died when they were 4 weeks old. And then their sister, who is give me a minute. Not Sandy. Penny. Sorry. Penny went to another family, and when they found Penny, she was chained up to a tree, and she's only nine months old. So the SPCA got her as well. So They are right now with me. Sandy has some food aggression issues. So he has to overcome that before he can be adopted. And that's going to be a little while. He's got some. Yes, I know. Aaron loves Penny. I'll bring Penny out when I can find her. She's hiding under the bed. Sorry, Ken.
No, it's just this audio issue. I wish there was a way that it would stop doing it over and over again.
Oh, thank you. Oh, Water Girl, you'd be surprised. I've been fostering now for 11 years. Next year will be my 12th year with the SPCA. And you would be surprised at the things I've seen. How animals are treated. It is horrible. I have a snake that was actually got from a breeder that was in very bad damage. She seems to be doing a lot better now, but she was in very bad damage. A corn snake. There was another situation that I had where there was a hoarding case. And a couple of the kittens passed away. This was last year. So you'd be surprised. No, it's not. Aaron knows what I'm talking about. It's not easy at all. It just really is not easy. It is. Sometimes it's just very heartbreaking. Yeah, I keep telling Aaron I'm gonna bring Pinky to her, but Aaron's not having it. But Pinky's sweet. She likes to be held. She's about, I think she's about 2 years old. She's just getting now to where, because she was scared of people, she's just getting to now where she'll let me hold her. Yeah, Aaron says no snakes. Carl says, Ken, don't let the audio thing get you down too much. You're live streaming and it's all okay. It's just frustrating, guys. I see where he is it. We'll get it. We'll get it right, guys. It's just going to take us a bit. No spiders, Carl. Mm-mm. No. Ditto what Carl said from Mark P. See, it's on your end.
It's not super horrible, but without ending and restarting, I don't know if it is on my end or not. Or if they're just so used to this problem on other streams that they're not bothered by it the way I am, because I'm a broadcast engineer. So to me, it's a constant annoyance.
Water Girl, my kid's dad has a pit bull named Rooster, and he's a character. No spiders for me. No way. They got too many legs. The only ones that I like are the daddy long legs. I can live with them because they eat mosquitoes. No spiders. Not a spider fan. They have way too many legs. You're right. Nope. No. No. And I have a bearded dragon that came from a place that was not a good place and broke its fingers, and yeah. So some of the things I see is not fun to see. Certain ones do. Yes. Water Girl, certain ones do. Certain spiders do, yeah. Brown recluses are bad because you get a bite from a brown recluse and you're in trouble. You know, I like all animals, and I've never had a snake as a pet. But let me tell you, Pinky grows on you. I was very surprised. They were in Kansas bad, so yeah, I've gotten bit a couple of times by a brown recluse, but since I'm a nurse, I knew what to do. But man, their bites are wicked. I'm just bummed that we couldn't do it that we had to do it as a guest. Ken. What are you thinking, Ken?
Oh, I was just shutting down the external computer to see if that would help the stream, but it hasn't done too much.
What kind of snake was it, Aaron? Sorry, guys, I've got a headache, so I'm holding my neck. It's from the heat. It's very hot again outside. Maybe Hal can help you out like he did for Stuttering John. Hal does use Restream. Copperhead. Ooh. How in the world did that happen, Aaron? Ouch. Aww. Uh-oh. My grandson. Is he coming back home? Hang on a minute.
Cigar F wanted to answer your question. Andrea has been in touch with John about things. She has sent tweets to him about the cat.
Yeah, I have been in touch with John. He's okay. He's sad. But he's okay. I heard from him late last night. Montego was one of the cats that he had gotten when his kids were young. So he's had him for a long time. We lived right next to a stream. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, Aaron. Garden snake in the shower while our dad was showering. Oh my gosh. Garden snakes aren't too bad. The black racers are not too bad. It's the black racers with a yellow stripe that are the bad ones. Hang on, my grandson's. I'm going to figure out where he's at. I guess my grandson's on his way. Maybe not. Hang on, I gotta go unlock the door. I had to go unlock the front door for him. Ken, what's wrong?
Sorry, trying not to make noises on air.
So, what else do you guys want to talk about?
Wes says everybody remind him that he needs to put out the garbage. Ugh.
I gotta put out my garbage tonight too.
My garbage doesn't go out until Tuesday, so I don't have to worry about it tomorrow.
You should be able to mute, right, Ken?
I can. I'm kind of distracted tonight. The noise, the
He's
glitching of the audio is
aggravated.
it's just a, you know, it's kind of like a fingers on the chalkboard thing to me, but oh well.
No comment.
No comment?
No, she's aggravated with Wes.
I suppose.
He doesn't want to laugh because it might hurt my feelings. Oh my
Girls are not nearly as sensitive as they pretend, says Wes.
Yeah, okay. Clearly, you have not been around a woman in a while. Because girls can be very sensitive and very emotional. I was talking to a friend of mine today who's in the military, and he's retired from the military. And we were talking about how when he talks to me, he gets aggravated with me because I go into detail about stuff instead of telling him straight what he wants, what he's asked me. So I said, well, that's the same way as what my dad says. Don't give me bullshit. Tell me the straight shit. Sorry, guys. Sorry, men. But women are always going to give you a long explanation, no matter what. Get used to it. You were talking about snakes, not girls? Okay, where did I lose that in the conversation? How are girls are not nearly as sensitive as they pretend? You were talking about girls, Wes. Snakes don't have emotion.
Carl says that's why I live alone.
Touche, Carl. Touche.
It says he outnumbered the girls today at lunch. 3 boys, 2 girls. My friend is sick. I should probably call her.
No worries, Andrea. Like a friend of mine likes to say, overstood. No, my dad, he gets very aggravated with me. He literally will say hi, and then he says, start off with the conversation of, give me the straight shit. I don't want to hear any bullshit. Before I even get to say hi to him. So.
Water Goddess says, well, I have my kids, but that is why I don't have a significant other. Overstood, that's cool.
I had, my ex was okay, but I've been single now for 6 years. And I'll tell you, it's nice. I don't have to worry about anybody but me, myself, and I. I'm toxic too. Oh my gosh, Wes.
In chat, you are. Oh my gosh.
Erin, are you there? I love you, girl.
Two
Two
sisters
sisters
tortured him.
tortured me. Were you the youngest, Wes? Oh shit, that's a good one, Mark.
Color me not surprised, Wes, says Water Goddess. Yes.
Oh shit. Whether I'm in a relationship or not, I plan to live alone. That's smart though. Erin's got it right. My ex boyfriend and I never lived together.
But the real question is, since you're an 80s person, Erin, does your clone sleep alone?
I swear the dog is laughing at you all.
Probably.
Oh, that's hilarious. My idea, buy her the house next door. Oh my gosh. You guys are a hoot.
What? Did somebody send you something in private message?
No. Watch this. Can you guys see this?
Somebody hit somebody with a golf club?
He was doing a pinata and the lady was trying to get him set straight, and before she could do it, he whacked her in the head and knocked her to the ground. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I was trying to get Benny Loco. And she's not on. That was bad. I shouldn't have laughed at that, but that was hilarious. Okay, so on Raw's story, it was funny, Mark. I'm sorry. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. So Hal just posted. This is what Kissinger has said. I guess he was talking to somebody on CNN or one of those other shows. But Ken Zinger, every single Trump supporter will disavow the cult leader within the next 10 years. I think it'll be sooner than that. That's what he posted. About what Kippenser, what is that? How would you say his name? Kippenser. He's on the January 6th committee. Kenzinger. No, Kenzinger. Not that Henry Kissinger. Kenzinger. He's on the January 6th committee. Right. That's it, Carl. Kenzinger. Yes, Mark. I couldn't pronounce his name. I'm sorry, guys. But Benny's not even on, so I tried to get a hold of her, but she's not on. Yeah, he's 98 years old. Trump made a statement about the fact that, read it again, please. Okay. Kenzinger Every single Trump supporter, he tells Raw's story, every single Trump supporter will disavow the cult leader Trump within the next 10 years. I thought Kissinger was dead, but he's not. But Trump made a comment about the fact that every president has had Kissinger over to the White House except for Biden. And my response was, well, he is 98 years old. That might be the problem. Kinzinger was, Carl. I don't know. I like Kinzinger. I really do. Yeah, he does. He does have a misguided following, but that's because they believe in something that they don't see him for how stupid and dumb he is. They don't see him for what he is. And that's what cult leaders are. That's how they all start. Frozen for me. Am I in timeout again? No, you're not, Wes. Always look to the brighter side of life. Yeah, don't forget to take out the garbage, Wes. Trump's followers are just as dumb. I don't think they're dumb as some of them are. Oh, Lord, some of them are. But not all of them are. I think they're just very misguided. Oh, my granddaughter started walking.
West Webb, if things are frozen for you, it's just something going on your end. You're not in timeout.
No, he's not in timeout. We can't. We don't have a way to mod. She's just turned 1. Here, watch. I don't know if you guys can see it. That's my son. She's eating from his hand, and he went from my. That is awesome. He was trying to see. No. Yeah, she just turned a year old. I like him too. He has integrity. Yes. Him and Swalwell. Water girl. I like Swalwell a lot. Yeah, she's so cute. Yeah, she's a little chunker and she looks just like my son. My other granddaughter, her sister looks just like her mom, like mini me's. It's scary. But yep, she just turned, like literally 2 weeks ago, she just turned a year old. Yeah, I like Eric Swalwell. I like him a lot. He's a good man. Oh yeah, that was another thing. Oh, I gotta find that. Now that you brought that up, Water Girl. What was it? And I made a comment about it. Hang on. I'm gonna get it for me because this is so stupid. This is literally so dumb. You guys are gonna laugh. Okay, this is what Glenn Kirshner has just said. Six Supreme Court justices revoke women's constitutional privacy rights. Aren't we the people entitled to a congressional impeachment inquiry to expose the obvious deception during their confirmation hearings? Or are we just going to sit by and idly wait for them to revoke more? But the thing I was talking about Liz Cheney, is a Wyoming senator says, okay, this is a sitting senator in Wyoming, says this: there are not enough Democratic voters to vote Liz Cheney in. So she can win her primary. Now, does this senator not know that Liz Cheney is a Republican? So I put, she's a Republican. Didn't anybody bother to tell that senator that? Water Girl, I have donated to people that were Republicans, but they were Republicans that I believed in. Like Liz Cheney, I believed in her. Like Mark, what's his name? What is his name? He's running out in Arizona.
I thought Mark, the guy that's the astronaut's a Democrat.
No, he is not. He is a Republican. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Let me look it up, but I'm pretty sure he is. What is his last name? Mark Kelly. Thank you, Wes. Oh, he is Democrat. No, now he was an independent. Now he's a Democrat. Yes, Gabby's husband. He's a Democrat. I didn't realize that. But he used to be an independent. Thank you, Carl. There are 100 Dems that switched parties so they could vote for her in the primary. Yeah. Yeah, she's, I like her. I don't agree with everything she says, but I do like her a lot. Trump said something today, about if he comes back into office, that he would go after all the people that that aren't helping him, not just those that are political. Wyoming State Congress passed a bill in May, limit their ability to switch parties because they knew the Dems were going to do it. Yeah, and that's voter suppression. Again. Oh wow. Carl says my live stream just finished processing and I didn't realize it was picking up your stream. Weird. I don't know. What does that mean, Ken?
He said he was testing his live stream to YouTube while we were on, and I guess he must have like rebroadcast us, I guess. I don't know.
See, again, I'm not techie. I don't understand. Yeah, Wes, I text and email for Mark Kelly. I honestly agree with Hal. I don't think Trump's going to run. What's so funny about Liz Cheney hate from MAGAs is that Liz voted over 90% of the time for Trump. I know, right? Go figure that one out, Mark. And they hate her so much. They hate her because she's going against Trump on this. You know, the midterms are really going to tell us what's going to happen on the primaries. So make sure you go to vote.org and make sure you are registered. Make sure. And if you have not voted in the last 2 years, you will not be able to vote this year. Oh no. You will not be able to vote. Remember that. You have to vote 2 voting cycles. So if you did not vote last year, or if you did not vote in the last election, you cannot vote this time in the midterms, and you cannot vote in the primary. That's how it's always been, Aaron. At least that's how it is in Florida. I'm assuming it's all over like that. But if you have not voted in the last 2 elections, that's not, in some states, that's not always true, Water Girl. Not all states are like that, but in Florida, it is. In Florida, if you do not vote, if you have not voted in the last 2 years, or in the last year, you will not be allowed to vote and the midterms are the primary of this year. Not all states are like that, but Florida is. So just remember that. You may be registered to vote, but if you haven't voted, if you have not voted in the past 2 voting times, hey Kiki, if you have not voted in the past 2 voting times prior to this, you will not be allowed to vote if you live in Florida. Yes, it's messed up. It's very messed up. You were not. We just had a Democratic meeting over that the other day. If you have not voted, and even if you voted last year, you have to have 2 voting, you have to have voted twice to be able to vote this time. You have just to re-register. It's okay if you are re-registered. It doesn't matter in the state of Florida, or if you're registered in the state of Florida, it doesn't matter. What they go by is when you voted last. If you have not voted in last year's voting or the year before voting, you cannot vote this time. Period. They skip you out of here. It's stupid. It's a dumb rule, but yes, that is true. And it's been new since I think since the last vote 4 or 5 years ago. It's been like that for a while. But we had a big Democratic meeting over it. But if you have not voted in Florida, you will not be allowed to vote. Because they look at it like this. This is what they're looking at. If you haven't voted, okay, they don't know if you're dead, alive, sick, okay, or you have moved. Most of the time, it's death. And that's why it's so important to re-register every year. Because they do not know. They do not know if you are alive, dead, or if something's happened. They don't know that. Because they don't randomly call you and say, are you okay? So they're going off the assumption that you either just didn't want to vote, or something's happened to you, you died, and you're not going to be able to vote. They don't know unless you say something. It's the same thing as see something, say something. That's why we're trying to get that vote.org out. It's very important. Very, very important. And that's just not for Republicans, people. It's Democrats, people. It's for the Republicans too. Each state has their own laws, so check with your state.
No, I was not napping, Aaron. I was looking to see if I could find Kinky Streets on Twitter with that name. Always trying to get more people to join.
I don't think Kiki has a Twitter. Do you, Kinky? Man, meatloaf sandwich sounds good. What if you've never voted before? Then you have to go and vote. You have to go and sign up. You have to go to your local, and I don't know if this is for every state, but for Florida, you have to go, Water Girl, you have to go to your supervisor of elections, and you have to fill out paperwork and sign up and say that you want to vote. And then they send you a little voter's card. But if you've never voted before, go to your supervisor of elections and sign up. Yes, Kinky is a regular. So make sure that you guys, check whatever state that you live in, check that and make sure. I know. I love you, Carl Smith. I am me as you are me, and we are. Oh Lord.
It's almost like Beatles music.
There are 2 elections every year, so what if you want to vote in an odd year at the local level? Again, check with your local supervisor of elections.
And the walrus, yes, I know.
The piece of bacon. Oh my gosh. Check with your, because sometimes there are elections on off years.
So basically, people, if you watch this show and you read Wes's comments, you're getting 6 degrees of Wes Webb.
Yes. Yes.
1 minute to go until the 3rd hour.
No, we've been having fun.
Yeah, that's
I
what
know
makes
you
it
gotta
hard
go
to
to bed.
leave.
You gotta go to bed soon. I know. Shit.
I was just thinking moments ago that I have to figure it out so that other people can host this, so I can like tag somebody else and say, okay, you're the host for the rest of the other 3 hours. It's like,
Who's having fun? You're not having fun, Aaron?
I'm trying to use THC. I'm not sure how much I like it, says Wes. Oh my God.
Is that on top of the weed you're doing to us? Bestie, where I am, you are. You know that.
Aaron West. Interpreted for you.
I don't know if you can see her. She went back to sleep.
When you went to get one of the cats earlier, there was one of the cats that almost entered into the camera view. We thought maybe there was going to be a cat on camera while you were gone.
Oh, that's probably Bella. It was probably Bella. I don't think it's flirting, Wes. I don't think it's flirting. You know, these glasses. I have the bifocals. And that's why I'm looking kind of funny, because I'm supposed to look down to be able to see everything and look up to see you guys. But, this is annoying.
This is the part of Gilligan's Island where they go past the 3-hour tour.
Ken's just tired because they had him up early with his work. Did they resolve that?
They did not wake me up, thank goodness, but there were alarms that went off because of it. No, they have not completely resolved it, but they're still working on it. But they did not wake me up.
Oh, so it was the alarms from it.
Actually, I just got a message saying they just got it resolved. But I don't know that they'll be switching back yet. I'll have to read it.
Instead of him, try them, they. Oh, Lord Wes.
The one thing about that I can say about the people that manage things for us is that the boss actually communicates with us via email.
That's good.
How many companies do you know where the person in charge actually communicates with you via email at 10:27 at night?
Well, that's good that they do.
Yeah.
Yes, I switched to out of my glasses. I can't read what's being written, but I can see better, kind of, sort of. I hate these glasses because I can't see out of them. Is Wes the only one chatting?
Apparently, yes. I think he scared everybody else off.
Oh, wait. Where'd Mark go?
I'm getting tired and funny because I see Wes just post Sisters and I start singing that song from the movie White Christmas in my head.
White Christmas?
Yeah, the one where Danny Kaye and
Oh, Mark's lurking. Okay, Benny Loco.
it's the other guy. The song that Danny Kaye and Bing Crosby sing. You're not familiar with White Christmas, obviously.
Oh, I know what White Christmas.
Do you recall the part where they dress up as the two sisters so that the sisters can run from the police that are trying to get them for not paying their rent or whatever it is, and they sing the song Sisters?
I vaguely remember it.
Okay. I just saw that one word, and because I'm getting tired, I started thinking about that song.
People don't choose their gender. They don't choose whether they are gay or not. Very true, Aaron. I don't know if Benny's in the chat, Carl. I don't think she is. I mentioned Benny. I was joking with Mark.
If Water Goddess is still here, she's not, because there's only one person on Twitch right now. And I think Benny goes on Twitch, doesn't she? When she comes here?
No.
Oh, she comes in on YouTube. That's right.
She comes in on YouTube.
It's some of the people that like to watch her show that come in on Twitch.
Right. Oh, Water Goddess is still here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried getting a hold of Benny. I think something must have happened to Doja.
Yeah, she has a YouTube channel, but apparently some of the people that are watching her like do things and come in on Twitch for whatever reason, possibly because they like Twitch more.
Yeah, I'm trying to look and see what's going on, but she is not on at all. I think something must have happened to Doja.
Wes, you're bad.
Oh, what did he say now?
Right around 13 to 15, so cute sisters.
Wes, you're gonna get us in trouble. Behave. You don't like meatloaf, Aaron?
What does Erin like? She doesn't like meatloaf. She doesn't like cereal. She apparently likes oatmeal.
Ooh, what kind of oatmeal? I like the brown sugar or maple. No, Wes. That's a given, Aaron. I like meatloaf if it's made right. Hi, baby. What's up? What's your papa? What's your mama? What's up, my peanut? What's your peanut butter? Peanut butter? Peanut butter? Hang on. Let me see what this is. Peanut butter, peanut butter, peanut butter, peanut butter. Peanut butter, peanut butter. Eat peanut butter. Yeah, mine too, Aaron. Peanut butter, peanut butter, peanut butter. Wes is back in timeout. He will be if he doesn't behave.
I did. I clicked it. He was getting close to it. Yes, I clicked timeout before he did something worse.
Oh no. There's peanut butter, peanut butter, peanut butter. Look at that face. Look at that face. You sure you put him in timeout, not Mandy?
I put him in timeout. It says West Webb was blocked for 5 minutes. I think he had chatted beyond where I was last time.
Here's my peanut butter. You just want to see how big she is? Come here. Come here. That's how big she is. Liberal had to do that too. Yeah, I heard about that, Kinky.
It's getting late again. I hate to say it.
Well, I can't stay on here because
I know.
it won't let me host.
Because we weren't able to figure that out yet. So.
Well, today was a testing day, I guess, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I really didn't get to talk much about.
I think everybody was happy just talking this way, though. It's almost more fun.
Is that something that we want to just start doing, or do we want a subject? You guys tell us. This show is for you.
Good meatloaf.
I mean, do
He
you want
says I have the
have
$100,000 pyramid on, and the winner is Taylor Swift lookalike.
It's cool to hang out, except for Wes. So, I mean, do you guys want us to have guests? Mark, what do you think? Water Girl, what do you think? It's cool to hang and BS with everyone for a couple of hours. So should we change the name? Aaron's saying yes to guess. Or should we keep the name? I actually like the name.
I like the name too. I think maybe as the election gets closer, we'll probably have more to talk about. I think right now it's kind of a little bit of a...
No, you meant it was cool for
open
tonight.
mic.
Right. But you guys need to realize that and it may be repetitive, and it may be, and you guys may get frustrated. But we need to keep listening to the Glenn Kirshner's. We need to keep listening to Airborne. We need to keep listening to Midas Touch. We need to keep listening to these people. To Stuttering John, to Political Girl. The only way that we are going to change minds is if we speak up. And if we have a voice. Because these other people, they're going to ruin us. They're going to ruin what the United States. Yep, Stephanie Miller, John Fugelsang, Dina Bandela. Yep. We're, you guys got, it gets, some of you guys in chat, and I see it in chat. You guys complain. Yes, I get tired of watching Russell Brand. To be honest with you, I don't know why Hal has Russell Brand on there, but he does. But yes, Brian Taylor. I just discovered Brian Tyler Cohen the other day. I listened to his podcast. And Kimberly Johnson is Bob Seska's girlfriend. Jody Hamilton, yes. I didn't know Jody had a podcast the other day.
I think there's another one in Florida too that somebody was connecting me with.
Ron Filipkowski.
Yeah, but there was a lady in Florida that somebody connected me with.
Oh, I don't know who she is. But you guys get tired, and I see it in the chat that you guys are tired of listening to these people, and you guys are tired of hearing the same people. But we need to hear these people, and we need to keep an eye on what Trump is doing. Because what's gonna happen, and I can tell you this now, what's gonna happen is Trump is gonna fall. And I guarantee you that a lot of these people, they got duped. They knew they were duped, and they were stuck. And I guarantee you, all of them, because this is how Trump works. And if you listen to Michael Cohen on the Midas Touch Network, he will tell you everybody that was connected with Trump signed an NDA.
There's another one that we should be aware of. I don't know that she has that many people listening to her, but her name is Randy, R-A-N-D-I.
Randy Owens.
Rhodes.
Oh,
Randy
Rhodes,
Rhodes, R-H-O-D-E-S. Somebody put me onto her show from, I think.
Tom Hartman's another good one. Mary Trump.
She's like
Mary
South Florida.
Mary Trump is excellent. Midas Touch. Randy Rhodes, Tom Hartman, Luke Beasley, Pac-Man. And you guys need to watch. And I have fallen in love with Texas Paul. He has been on a lot on Midas Touch lately. The man is smart, and he lives in Texas. Yes, I agree about Mary Trump and Ronald Reagan Jr. But Pac-Man, yes. And Kirshner and you guys need to realize that if we do not speak up and we do not listen to these people and we do not get that word out. Yeah, Greg O'Lear. I heard him the other day. I like him, Mark. I really like him. I didn't think I would, but I really do. Yes, I love Texas Paul too. But you guys, we need to get that word out. We cannot let them do this. They're duped. They are so duped that they would do anything for Trump. And if anything, if You don't believe that? Look at what happened in the insurrection. So you need to keep listening to these people, no matter how frustrated in chat you get. Please, 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 please listen to them. Because we need to know what Trump's going to do. Trump is not dumb. He is not dumb. Well, he is dumb, but he's sly like a fox. And there's a difference between being sly and being dumb. Trump is dumb, but he's very cunning and he's very sly. And that's usually how most cult leaders are. Thank you, Water Girl. He's not undereducated. He just is dumb. He went to the best schools. His father, I read a book that Mary Trump wrote about her family, and he went to really expensive schools. Fred Trump sent him to really, really expensive schools. He just chose not to do anything with it. You've heard of the term book smart, street stupid? Trump has neither one. I've never heard of her, Allison Gill. Now, I do like, and it's the only reason that I found him through Midas Touch, was Tony Michaels. No. Here, you want to see another kitty? Tony Michaels. Come here. Come here. Come here, Glitter. Come here. Come here, Mama. Come here. Come here. Ha. Hello. This is Glitter. Glitter, 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 glitter. Okay. It's Tony Michaels and Gabriel. I don't remember what his last name was. But I like them too. Allison Gill used to do Mueller, She Wrote podcast. Okay, I've never heard of that podcast. Yeah, that's Glitter. She's not very, she's social when she wants to be, Aaron. I'm sorry. She's very not social. Gabe Sanchez, that's it. But no matter how frustrated you get, we have to listen to these people. Especially Trump and especially Glenn Beck. Now that, what's his name passed away? What was the other one that used to talk on the radio? What was the other one that used to talk on the radio, Ken?
Conservative or liberal?
I don't remember what he was, but he got the Medal of Freedom, Rush Limbaugh.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the other one that used to? There's Rush, Glenn, and there was another one.
Well, I know there was another one that was conservative that died because he got COVID, but I don't remember what his name was.
Right, I don't remember what his name was. Glenn Beck is the only one in radio now, in full-time radio, that is on the other side.
Yeah, but there are people on Rush's EIB network that replace Rush. They have other people, and they're actually, in some ways, worse because they spend more time talking. And, you know.
Bo, the fifth column, who's that? Water Girl. Jenna Ellis. Yeah, I know. I saw that, Kinky. That was disgusting. It's not Jenna Ellis that was being racist. It was her attorney, supposedly. Yes, hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. All of you guys that are in here tonight, hit the thumbs up.
There's an article back.
Yes, Bill O'Reilly. But he was on Fox. He didn't so much have a radio show until recently. But Bill O'Reilly was mainly on Fox. And then when he got fired from Fox, he did the radio show. Very good, Mark. Thank you.
I mean, the article talks about him, but where do they say who it was, or does it all block?
Yeah, Kinky, that wasn't Jenna Ellis. That was her supposedly mentor. I don't know. But yeah, it was the mentor that.
Well, the ones that died in 2021 were Bob Enyart, Enyart, Mark Bernier, Bernier,
I don't know any of those.
Dick Farrell,
Don't know any of those.
Phil Valentine,
I've heard that name before, but I've never heard his show.
Jimmy DeYoung Sr., but those don't seem like the names that Hal mentioned back at the time when they
No.
were talking about certain people dying. And I thought there was somebody that was more notable than that.
I'll check him out, Water Girl. Trey Crowder. Never heard of him either. Now, mind you, guys, I was a Republican from the age of 18, okay, until I was 35. Okay? But I believed in the old school ways of like Reagan and all of that. I didn't believe like the Republicans believe now.
Well, the South used to be
How it was back
the
then.
Democrats in the South were the home of the KKK up until the point that they left the Democrats and moved to the Republican Party.
Right. And I don't know if it was the same in Hal and I were getting into a discussion about this, but I don't know if it was the same for you or not. You just went with what your family went with. If your family was Republican, you were Republican. If your family was Democrat, you were Democrat. It's who you went with. Now, Hal and I were talking about the other day, and I was talking to you about it. You didn't talk about whether you were a Republican or a Democrat. You did not. You did not discuss it. You did not say anything about being a Republican. You never told anybody.
Because everything you did was in the voting booth and nobody knew what you did.
Right, and nobody knew who you voted for. And you just did not discuss it. You just didn't.
About the only people that might cross that line are the ones who were open and out about being in the KKK, and most of them were not.
Right. You just never, ever discussed it. And when you were growing up, it was just not said, but kind of acknowledged. You go Republican.
You also had the voting booth that you could, and I don't recall this, but you had the old-fashioned voting booth where you supposedly could flip a single lever and say, I want to vote for that party, and it would vote straight party ticket all the way down.
Right. Unless you... Now, in Florida, well, we had the little punchy things. We didn't have...
Yeah, but I mean, but the old voting booth. I mean, I didn't vote in one of those voting booths, but I remember like being the child standing outside of one who went with the family member.
Right. Yeah, mine was a little card, and then you had looked like a little push pin, and you pushed in that correlated with the thing.
Yeah, we had the little card. It was just like a long card. I mean, it was like maybe as big as this phone, but a little bit longer, maybe
Right.
about that much longer, and it just slid in there, and you had it's almost like a paper punch, except it made, you know,
Right. It's a little pin.
little rectangular holes in it
Yep.
that could be
My
read by a card reader,
Carl
the
says my
so-called dangling chads.
right. My Carl says my family was dysfunctional. No political discussion ever happened. Most family didn't, Carl. Most family members did not discuss it. They just didn't. Most family members did not. And so true, Andrea. It is, it just wasn't, you know. I know what my parents are, only recently they told me. And I'm 54, and my parents, we never discussed it. It was just never discussed until, you know, it's just something that wasn't discussed. So now that it's freely discussed and open and people know what each other's are, I think that has caused a lot of problems. I think it's created a lot of problems. It wasn't something that you talked about at all, you know. But now that it's out in the open, we need to protect it, and we need to protect our democracy. And we need to protect what we have, or it's going to end up bad. And let me tell you, those other countries over there, Russia isn't going to be Russia anymore. They dug themselves a hole so bad, it's not even funny. You and I are the same age, Andrea. Well, I'm 54, so yeah. But, and then look at China. China's dwindling because of one-child policy for so many years. We have to be the stronger nation, but we can't be a stronger nation if we do not protect our democracy, so we can be strong and we can be free. Carl Smith, 54, really? Get out of town. Yep, I'm 54. Yep. I have the gray hairs to prove it. My mom was an executive director of Kansas Democratic Party, so we were pretty open and we discussed politics regularly in my house growing up. Yeah, if you were in that situation, yeah, you would. I had friends of mine in school that their parents were highly involved in whatever political party they were. You are a baby. Thanks, bud. But we just didn't, like I said, I just found out recently my parents are Democratic. Never knew it. My mom switched party years ago. She was a Republican. Never knew it. But so when Hal has, other than Russell Brand, when Hal has Shapiro on or Beck on or what's his name? What's the other dumb one that they have on there from time to time? Oh, Demes and Denny and Debbie. There's a reason why they're on there, and the reason is we need to listen to them, and we need to hear what they say. And they're so dumb they don't get it. And always, always, always remember this. Everything Trump touches screws up. Period. Dinesh D'Souza. Yeah. Everything that Trump does, it screws up and it and it breaks down and it's broken and it's screwed up. As a matter of fact, the last time Dems had a majority in the state legislature, my mom was working for them during the Clinton years. I voted for, I don't know if I was old enough to vote for Clinton. I don't think I was. But I voted for Obama. I voted for Bush #2, voted for Obama twice, voted for Hillary. Bob Dole, yep. I voted for Biden. Yes, I remember Rockefeller, but I'm not that old, Wes. You know, you guys just gotta remember, as annoying as it is to hear them, we need to. And remember also, there's a little bit of truth, a very little bit of truth to what Trump says. So you need to be aware of that too.
Well, the main thing is he's projecting. So whatever he accuses the other side of is what he's doing.
Right, exactly. We had a lot of name recognition in the Kansas. We took the Senate, but we did not take the House. Carl Smith says, my sister's in Tallahassee, but she doesn't communicate with her living siblings. They're lost, yeah. And the sad thing about this, and you guys got to remember, COVID is not political. They made it that way. It is not political. Remember that. It's science. It's not political. Although I know Kinky will disagree with me on that. It is not political. It is science. It never should have been political.
So are we ready to go yet?
I know you are.
Let's see what happens when I do this.
Oh, hey. Oh, no. Oh. I guess he's telling us we gotta leave, guys. Can you guys still hear me? The only time I will listen to the only time I will listen to losers you mentioned, the fear farmers, is when Hal covers them. Yeah. Good night, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, good. You still hear me. Hey, ciao, Kinky. If I had hosting, I would continue to host, but I don't. Good night, Mark. Good night, Aaron. You're one of the best trolls, Wes. Webby Lobo has you beat, Wes. Bye, Wes. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for coming. We'll see you next week at 7:15 on Sunday. Hit that like as you head out. I like confrontations with the trolls. And don't mess with my trolls that I love, though. I love Webby. He's your minion. Coming up on 11 o'clock your time. Thank you. Have a good evening, Andrea. You should have your own show. Oh, thank you, Carl. I don't know. One day. I'm working on a podcast, so maybe. We'll see. Yes, I will see you tomorrow morning. Hal's podcast in the morning. in Hal's in the morning. Mornings with Hal tomorrow. But hit that like. Hit that like. That's the only way we're going to boost our numbers. Hit that like. No, I got to clean up all the animals and feed the puppies. What? Thank you for putting up with us trying to figure out Restream. Is that on the Game Show Network, Kinky? I have insomnia too, Wes. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you, Robin. Good night, all. Hit that like. You are watching Freedom Speech in You with your hosts, Ken and Andrea. Good night. Thank you for coming.